Okay, so I'm not sure what we got up to, but we've basically tacked on this thing to make sure it's flat, and then we're going to just fill in all the spots as best we can from long distance. Okay, and when we're back, we'll put it up with the RAD, which we've finished. We'll put the buttons on and put the power jumper on, and that's ready to go once we've got the header on this thing. And then it's going to sit this way. See? Like this. So, yeah, we've soldered these quite okay. And then, to the part they have to, I remember I do that. They have to connect here. Okay. So, and that's your cartridge, and the only other thing left to do is to bring in, where are we? An SD card. No, you don't need a very big SD card at all. It needs to be FAT32 formatted. It goes there. So this is pretty much ready to go. It's got a nice board, it's got the contoured edge. So next up to finish is the Sidekick, and it's a bit more complicated because it's got a little LCD screen that belongs there, and it also has 3 buttons and a few more pins along here. This is the multiplexer section, which is really just when you're using the C16, it needs a much faster clock, whatever, bus speed, whatever that is. And then, yeah, it's usually on this set here. But yeah, that's what that is. Okay, we'll try from this side, see if this works out better. Again, I just want to go at each corner, make sure that it looks flat. Straighten it back up, and then we'll continue to fill in the holes. There you go. Okay, so we've got the header on. Next important part is the button placement, and this is very tricky because sometimes, well, no, the first time you do it, unless you think about it, you'd never think that the buttons actually go on the bottom of the board. 2 of the buttons go on the bottom because the little screen sits above here. I've got to get the screen. Yeah, so these are the mini LCD things. I can show moving video on here. I mean, they show animation when the SID player is playing, but that sort of sits above this, so you can't have the buttons on this side. So that's something you need to note if you ever make one of these things. Okay, so you can see here that we've gone ahead and soldered on buttons, just making sure they're flat, and then we'll anchor them down. And also the power header again is for powering it through the cartridge port. Okay, so the other thing to do is to get these little pins. We need like 6. And then you have it set up so you have 6, and you have this angled pin, these pins, and these actually get the signals, one for the kernel to inject the kernel, into RAM, and the other one is to get signals from the SID chip to be able to displays the SID signals on the LCD or some kind of thing, and then also can digitally emulate the SIDs. If you're into SID stuff, it does stuff. And the output is through the where is it? Where'd it go? The HDMI. We'll show it from the RAD, but it's the same deal. It's got a mini HDMI, so you'll need an adapter like this. You'd need a little adapter that goes in here. Okay, but this doesn't do anything on the RAD, so it's pointless showing it. So I'm just going to tape down these and solder them. Another thing to note on the back of the board is these two pads here, and they actually are for the LCD. Zoom and see it as much as we can. See? Apparently there's some of the types, or there were other types of displays that have their power inverted, so this is a chance to cover those. But these ones here have matches up with the where the voltage comes in on this, so that's where it matches up there, and you just need to make some nice little connections there, and then the monitor going on as well. Okay, so lastly we're going to be putting the LEDs in. Okay, the short leg pointing to the edge of the board, because that would be the negative end, and then we're going to put this in here, and we've soldered these in here. And also, while we're at it, we may as well add the jumpers that need to be there. This one goes across for the VIC-20 HDMI engagement, and this one here goes down for the generally the speed for the C64 and VIC-20 1.0.